An old San Francisco house, and had a corroded thermostat. The old Mercury switch, the little contacts in the Mercury bulb were corroded. So the symptom at this location was, oh, let's get that back up, our temperatures. The symptoms of this old furnace were, it would sometimes work only for a few minutes and shut off. Work for 30 seconds, shut off. Shut off for a while, and then maybe 3 minutes later, you will hear the engagement of the furnace, but before it ever even kicks on, it kicks off again, and you would continuously heard that. That was the contacts on the old Mercury, having corrosion on them, not making good contact anymore, and kicking the furnace in and out. So here we are, common in San Francisco. This house was built probably between the 20s and the 40s. My mom was very young when they were building out in this Richmond District neighborhood, and she's 75. So we can tell the age. This most likely had an original gravity furnace. For those of you who don't know what gravity furnaces are, because you weren't born at that time, we used to have one in all of our houses in San Francisco. This is the original old company that put in the flue for this. You can see this is newer. And by looking at the phone numbers, this was back in the days where you would give somebody's name or a street name and then a set of numbers at the end. 3-digit number here, you can tell how old that number is. And from Oakland, that old number there. This is definitely not the original old furnace. This company, Sundial, was actually, there's a sticker inside saying manufactured by Square D. And get into this old bugger. So this is the inner workings. This is the high energy discharge for the spark ignition. And where is our furnace? Okay, so here's the sticker. Manufactured for Square D. Okay, and then Square D stuff, I guess another company buys them from through Sundial. I've seen a little bit on the internet giving some information about these, but not very much information. And so you have we got 125,000 input rating. Furnaces are not my thing. These were way before these old furnaces were way before I was ever born. When I was a kid going out with my grandfather, who was a plumber, I remember doing some furnaces with him, and he would always have me get the parts and take apart pipes and stuff like that, and have me light pilot lights as a kid. Had my eyebrows singed off once. And so this was a very easy fix, nothing but a thermostat. But as I'm showing you here on the testo gauges, and I'm not really happy with it, we lost our contact on the testo gauge. But yeah, brand new set of testo gauges, and they lose contact really easy. And these are the new ones that are supposedly, quote, quote, long range. I'm in a wooden house, and this gauge, the sensor, the Bluetooth one that I keep losing the signal on, it's only about 6 feet above my head through a wooden floor, and it loses contact. So I kept trying to get these things working, and I'm constantly dropping out. And these are their new long range edition with the better Bluetooth connectivity. And I'm sorry to say they don't work a crap sometimes, because where I'm standing right here, the gauge is about 3 feet above my head, located right about this wall, and the outlet is right there above my head, and I keep losing contact. So I'm sorry, Testo, your new long-range gauges. My field piece stay connected. Here's the old field piece ones I have here. And I had this upstairs and I took it down just to test out the Testos, because this was my newest kit from the field piece. It's always good to have backup and something for reference, especially if you're doing more than one system at one time and there's two of you on a job location. One tech can use the field piece, the other tech can use the Testos, not interfere with each other on your software. As you know, this was got from True Tech Tools. This was one of their complete kits, and these were the extra additional ones that I wanted to get to Jim Bergman to go with the combustion analyzer and use the Measure Quick software. So there was a Black Friday special, 30% off. And so what I did was I got one of the biggest kits because it had 30% off, and to make up the other system to work with Measure Quick software, I just needed to purchase a few extra additionals, 30% off also, so I got the whole kit, and that was really nice. But I was very used to using my field piece where I don't lose Bluetooth connectivity so often. The Testos kind of suck, but you know, what can you expect for almost $2,000 in instruments that drop out Bluetooth? You know, you'd think they'd work a little better than that. But getting back to the system, it's up and running. Plain Jane, cheapest thermostat on the market, $19. That's all you need for this old inefficient thing. You don't need. This was the original thermostat with the Mercury in there. And for you young guys who've never seen one, you have the contacts that would touch the two wires on here. But what happens over time, the little contacts start building up a little corrosion and resistance on them. Mercury is conductive, but if you're trying to conduct through something that has oxidation built up on it, you no longer can make a good contact. And so that's all that was. And that's about it for this one. See you on the next video. $19. No $100 smart meter, no ecobee, no Google thermostat, none of that BS stuff. Keep it simple, stupid. It's an old furnace. It's like 60% efficient. You're not going to make it any better.